All right, guys, Rosado, and coming here with part 3. We're in the southern area of the Temple Mount, and I want to show you what a mikvah looks like. There are various mikvahs here, and I just want to show you what a mikvah looks like. This is one mikvah here. A mikvah, or mikveh, is a Jewish ritual bath, and this is where they would have came to cleanse themselves before they made their way up over that arch that you see right there, Robinson's Arch, before they made their way up into the temple. But the most elaborate mikvah that I want to show right now is this particular mikvah right here. Now you'll notice there are 2 steps here with a divider. Do you see the divider right here? The steps that you see on the right are the unclean steps, and the steps that you see on the left would be the clean steps. So before I can go into the temple as a Jerusalem pilgrim, okay, I have to walk down these unclean steps, making sure that the guy coming up the clean steps has no contact with me whatsoever. So I would go down these unclean steps in this mikveh, okay, and this is where the water would be right here. I would go in, and I wouldn't sprinkle myself. They didn't sprinkle, okay? They would come in here, they would go into the mikvah, and they would go down, completely immersed. Then I would make my way up to the clean steps. Now, you notice Tom Baker's right there? And I know he has bad knees, so I'm not going to ask him to do this, but if he was coming down these unclean steps, I think he's going to do it anyway, okay? I just immersed myself. I must make sure that I have no contact with him as he's coming down the unclean steps. Any contact with Todd, I'm rendered unclean again. So now you notice Todd is going down there. Okay, Todd is going to be going into the temple from 2,000 years ago. And he's making his way down, as you just saw me do, but now you can see it better when he's doing it. Now notice Todd is in the mikveh. He is now totally immersing himself. You see that? Now he's considered clean. He cannot come back up these steps on the right. He must now come back up the left steps, which are the clean steps. See what he's doing? Now Todd is considered ritually cleansed, and he can now make his way up into the temple. So there was that arch, as I just pointed out, that came over here that connected the lower city. I would now make my way over that arch. You can see where the shops would have been that we were just teaching over there. These are where you see the 2,000-year-old shops right there. That arch hovered over those shops. So from here, I would walk up those steps over to that arch right there, and I would be able to make my way up to where the temple would be. I am now considered ritually clean. I have purchased a half-shekel temple, and by the way, as Todd Baker pointed out, this is where they would have obeyed themselves on the day of Pentecost in order to make their way into the temple. We have another mikvah right over here, not as elaborate as the one we were at. You see another ritual bath here. You see ritual baths everywhere. You see ritual baths all over the place everywhere here. And during the holidays of Passover, Pentecost, and Tabernacles, this place was just filled with thousands and thousands and thousands of Jewish pilgrims at that time. And so this is, again, this is part of the Western Wall. It continues to go straight through there to where many pray at the Kotel or the Western Wall. So I just wanted to point all of that out there to you. So this is what a rock-cut Jewish ritual bath, mikveh, from the Second Temple period 2,000 years ago would have looked like for those ascending up to the temple. They had to purify themselves in there. All right, this is Dr. August Rosado with Today in Bible Prophecy Ministries. Come to Israel with us on one of our Bible prophecy tours so I can take you to these very areas. God bless you all. Shalom from Jerusalem.